Hey, this is Rocket Brain Surgeon, and today we're looking at the IL-2. The review is in the comments, go check it out. But right now we are on Harbor, and Harbor is a wonderful map because you just get into the thick of it so fast. Because both sides are just incredibly close together. So you can see there's just a massive furball. And when GA are in the furball, when the furball is basically at a low enough altitude where you can participate in aerial combat, do so. Absolutely do so. Hitting ground targets right now is kind of a waste of time because with all of the planes dying and resetting the supremacy timer, who cares about supremacy? It's just everything's dropping too quickly. So I'm going to be dogfighting this entire time. Yeah, the IL-2, it's totally a flying brick. But guess what? When they're right in front of your guns, just pull the trigger and they're going to drop like flies. There are guys that are attacking me and I just don't care because the IL-2 has such good armor and such high hit points that it's going to take them forever to get me. I mean, the armor on the IL-2 negates most of the damage from 7mm machine guns. Since this is a tier 5 plane, a lot of your enemy is going to be packing 7mm machine guns for the most part. A lot of the tier 4s have nothing but that. And the tier 5s, a lot of them rely on 7mm machine guns to supplement their firepower at close range. Well, the IL-2 is just going to bounce most of it. The other thing is the hit points is massive. 780 hit points is huge. To give you some perspective, the Japanese fighters at this tier have about like 130, 150. The US, German, and UK fighters have somewhere between about 200 or so hit points. And don't sleep on the firepower of this gun. I'm mounting the two 23mm cannons rather than the 37mm because the 37s have an incredibly low rate of fire. It makes it very difficult to hit enemy planes. Also, the 37s overheat really quickly, so they're not even better at destroying ground targets. In my opinion, the 23mm are just a strict upgrade, even though they're not an upgrade, you know what I'm saying? So I've killed 6 planes so far, and they continue to try to hit me. Guess what, guys? It's not going to happen. I'm just too big of a beast in this thing. The plane doesn't climb very well, so if you pitch up at all, you should probably boost, and you can see I'm boosting there because you're going to stall out really quickly if you do not boost. This game is slightly unusual because the furball happens around me. A lot of times the furball will happen away from me, either horizontally or vertically thousands of meters away, and you just can't participate with a normal GA. But if the planes are around you, by all means, shoot them. There's no reason not to shoot them. It's going to go better for you in the early game to concentrate on downing planes. In the late game, that's where your supremacy is going to come in to focus, where that's what you want to be doing. On another note, you see that I don't equip bombs. The reason why is because you have to be over a target to bomb it. Well, if you have to fly to a target and over it, why don't you just shoot it with guns? You just don't need that many bombs and rockets on your plane because you're not going to be able to even down that many ground targets in a game. It's rare that you're going to down more than 6. You just don't have the opportunity or the time. The IL-2 is easily one of my favorite planes at Tier 5. Hope you enjoyed. Happy hunting.